Humans tend to avoid situations that present a challenge rather than trying to overcome them. Our brains are hardwired by years of evolution to gravitate toward the comfort of the known and steer clear of the unpleasantness that comes with trying new things. Fear, whether it be psychological or physical, activates the limbic system, a region of the brain that handles emotions, before the neocortex, which is responsible for reasoning. A fight or flight reaction brought on by extreme terror causes you to act without thinking. You need your subconscious responses to survive. However, they can also be a hindrance in situations where there isn't a real threat or when a planned reply is needed rather than an impulsive one. Though emotions can reveal a lot about who you are, you should never let them dictate how you react. Emotional outbursts and other hurried reactions make it hard to resolve disputes amicably and build lasting relationships. It is odd that avoiding struggle is a normal biological response, given that struggle can impart many invaluable lessons. You become stronger, develop character, and are able to advance in all facets of your life when you go through hardships. Nobody wants to struggle when they get up, but struggles can teach you important lessons in life. True joy doesn't come from winning, but from a dignified struggle. There is a bright side to every cloud. If you approach a challenging time in your life with patience and persistence, it can be incredibly beneficial. These are 5 important lessons that difficulty may teach you. 1. Resourcefulness. The capacity to find and make use of resources to achieve a goal is known as resourcefulness. When resources are scarce, it may seem hard to accomplish your goals, but it also presents an opportunity to be resourceful and make the most of what you have. When you persevere through difficult situations, you can think creatively and explore many techniques to solving the issue. Overcoming the challenge of scarce opportunities can help you become more resourceful and improve your ability to solve problems in the future. Success is not about your resources. It's about how resourceful you are with what you have. Tony Robbins. When you are raised in a low-income household, your only option is to come up with inventive ways to get by. For instance, I recall from my childhood how my mother would use any extra paper for practice arithmetic problems and note-taking, any extra cloth for clothing, or a pencil that she would use to write with until it vanished by tying it to the handles of pens. Not only will resourcefulness help you accomplish your objectives, but it will also improve your ability to handle pressured circumstances. Highly resourceful students were shown to be better at handling academic stress, according to a study done to look at the effect of taught resourcefulness on the relationship between academic stress and academic performance. The study, which included 141 university students as sample, found that students' academic grades suffered as a result of academic stress. Students who shown high levels of ingenuity, however, were unaffected by the stress. The aggravation that arises from not being able to solve a problem can help you consider different approaches and answers. If your current approaches aren't working, you'll inevitably try some different approaches that you never would have considered if everything had gone according to plan. Maybe give something a try that you have previously dismissed. You may discover your inner creative genius via struggle, which will open your eyes to new perspectives on issues. When things are going well, you prefer to stay in your comfort zone and take fewer risks. The greatest method to become resourceful is to see past your obstacles and take a fresh approach to issues. You can gain knowledge from your failures by persevering through challenges that appear overwhelming at first. High achievers such as Walt Disney, Richard Branson, and others have used this method consistently throughout their careers. 2. Battles help you learn to set priorities and help you understand what is actually important. Setting priorities is deciding what is most important. Your time and resources will be competing when you have a lot of obligations and chores in life. Even though everything might seem vital, not every work needs to be done right now. You will save time by learning to prioritize instead of bouncing between things. Setting priorities is a skill that requires continuous practice. It calls on you to be aware of what is important and to know what can wait. Overcoming obstacles in life teaches you to cherish the things that truly matter and to let go of things that don't offer value. If your finances are in order, you will enjoy doing things like going out to clubs, shopping, taking trips, eating out, and attending events. But while you're struggling, you might not consider these things to be very important. It is probable that you will allocate your resources, money, time, and attention to more significant endeavors. You're going to start cooking instead of going out to eat. You will think about having a more private get-together of pals in your place rather than going to the club. You'll learn to value the things you already have in life rather than acquiring unnecessary items. You will gradually come to understand that nice things aren't actually necessary for happiness and develop an appreciation for the little things in life. Your ability to cope and adjust in the face of hardship will influence how soon you recover. Emotional intelligence development requires self-awareness. You can better understand yourself and find contentment in your identity by developing the ability to observe your thoughts and feelings. Making physical and mental well-being your first priority is crucial when navigating life's challenges. Getting adequate sleep, maintaining a good diet, and exercising are all examples of physical self-care. A few emotional self-care strategies are accepting who you are and learning to value your needs. First, put on your oxygen mask. The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. Dolly Parton. 3. Struggle makes you more confident and humble in your ability to weather the storms. The tale of the battling butterfly perfectly illustrates how hardships are a necessary part of life. It illustrates how challenges encountered along the road fortify your commitment and prepare you for more severe weather to come. When the gardener noticed a butterfly laying eggs, she became interested in one in particular. The egg started to move and tremble a little, he noticed. He observed the egg's growth for hours, relishing the chance to witness life materialize before his very eyes. He could see the head and antennae as cracks began to appear and the pupa tried to break free of the egg. Upon witnessing the helpless little thing, he decided to shatter the egg with his forceps in order to aid it. In summary, the pupa successfully emerged from the egg, however it was never able to mature into a mature butterfly. It was feeble from the effort to emerge from the egg on its own, denying it, and after 4 weeks it passed away. Similar to the baby pupa, the trials you face in life are just helping you become more confident and equipped to face bigger obstacles in the future. Choosing the easy route will give you immediate satisfaction at the expense of your own development. Accepting your situation will strengthen you and increase your appreciation for life. As you encounter difficulties, you will discover your. Oliver Wendell Holmes once said, "A mind that is stretched by a new experience can never go back to its old dimensions," and he was right. Overcoming obstacles in life demands mental and physical fortitude. You have no control over what occurs to you, but you do have the ability to alter your mindset and how you react. By altering your perspective, you will be able to control change rather than letting it control you. Gaining control over change will boost your self-assurance and reduce your fear of life's challenges. Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right." A study published in a journal of the Association for Psychological Science supports this statement. According to the study, people who believe they could learn from their mistakes fare better than others after making mistakes. Your attitude determines your level of success. The harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. What we obtain too cheap, we esteem too lightly. It is dearness only that gives everything its value. I love the man that can smile in trouble, that can gather strength from distress and grow. Thomas Paine. 4. If you never forget it, struggle may keep you grounded. You may feel as though everything is spiraling out of control when there is change and uncertainty. It's difficult to remain composed when things are horrible because your mind is always racing. You can quickly become disoriented in the maze if you have never dealt with challenging circumstances before. An excellent illustration of how uncertainty and change may breed fear and panic is the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. We've learned from it that everyone responds differently to difficult circumstances. The pandemic presents opportunities as well as challenges. You will come out of the crisis stronger and be able to face similar obstacles in the future if you can maintain your sense of reality. The world is still predictable despite the coronavirus catastrophe. It has only made clear how uncertain and unpredictable life is. Change and obstacles are unavoidable. Accepting them as your teacher is the best thing you can do. Taking on difficult challenges can help you stay grounded, since you'll realize that you can always do better and learn more. There are many life lessons to be learned from Abraham Lincoln's narrative. Above all, it instills in us the value of humility. Abraham Lincoln is regarded as one of the most famous U.S. presidents and is admired for his profound humility and modesty. He was a leader who was prepared to own up to his flaws, accept responsibility for his errors, and grow from them. Lincoln had several setbacks and disappointments in his path to become president. Due to land issues, his family was forced to migrate when he was a child, and his mother passed away when he was just 9 years old. He made several failed attempts at running his own business and went through financial hardships that nearly drove him insane. He was able to get back up, pick himself up, and take control of his destiny in spite of all of his setbacks. He always wanted to learn new things and reflect on his life in order to make it better. Being really present will keep you rooted when things go hard. Regain emotional control by concentrating your thoughts and energies on the things you can control. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. Chinese proverb. 5. Struggle imbibes in you a helpful and respectful attitude toward other people. Adversity in life has the power to increase empathy and civility toward others. It is simpler to comprehend another person's pain if you have yourself experienced agony. Dr. Sood asserts that hardship fosters compassion. Numerous studies have demonstrated that adversity serves as a trigger for the growth of empathy for other people. These studies demonstrate that when people respond to the suffering of others, even those with low socioeconomic level experience compassion. Additionally, they can assess people's emotional states more precisely. In comparison to their counterparts from wealthier socioeconomic backgrounds, these individuals also demonstrated higher levels of prosocial conduct and a greater desire to form connections with others. The struggle of life is one of our greatest blessings. It makes us patient, sensitive, and godlike. Helen Keller. Overcoming obstacles in life provides invaluable experience. When you contrast other people's struggles with your own, you can gain a deeper understanding of both people and situations. Since you have already traveled the same journey, you are better able to assist those who find themselves in a similar situation. Additionally, you'll feel more connected to the folks you've struggled through life with. Friends who were in the same army, for example, will have a unique kinship. Oprah Winfrey grew up in a turbulent home. Her grandma reared her, and her only goal in life was for her granddaughter to work as a domestic helper. At the early age of 9, her 19-year-old cousin sexually assaulted her for the first time. Over the years, she would suffer other incidents of male sexual abuse. She overcame her horrific experiences to rise to prominence as one of the wealthiest and most powerful women leaders of our day, and she is renowned for having a great sense of compassion. Throwing resources at a problem often covers up inefficiencies and prevents creative solutions. According to research, people who struggle with a problem without seeking assistance from others record better performance the second time they face the obstacle than those who didn't struggle. Experts refer to this phenomenon as a productive failure. When you experience hardships and failures, there's no reason for feeling pessimistic or depressed. Take each obstacle as an opportunity to learn more and improve yourself. Identify where you made a mistake and make adjustments to prevent the problem from recurring in the future. If you find yourself in a difficult situation with no end in sight, you're exactly where you need to be. Hard work and persistence during this trying period will toughen you up, build your character, and enhance your relationship with other people. Struggle, whether of our choice or not, can help us discover much more about ourselves and what we are capable of.